All right, here we go. We're live.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. All right. Oh. Okay, I think it's buffering or something. Now I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Technical difficulties. That's weird. The YouTube chat isn't showing up either. Everything is broken. Let's see. No, I can't hear you. Well, I guess I shouldn't have gone live yet. Just assumed it would work. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. I can hear you now.
You can?
Yes. Yep.
Cool.
All right. So what's been going on?
I nuked my site as I was trying to transfer the domain over to Liquid Web. So
Oh
that's,
no. Is
I
it
mean,
down? Or did you
it's not,
back?
I mean, now it's back up, but
Yeah.
the theme is being changed and
Oh.
branding is being changed and all that crap is happening right now. Like as I was going through the process, I was like, all right, might as well just go through and make all the changes that I need to make. So I'm now on Liquid Web, which is good. It's much faster.
Yeah. Your
More,
website came up pretty much immediately, so
yeah.
that's good.
Well, right now it's probably is a sales page for something else because I'm working on the back end to fix everything.
Right. The accelerator came up. So
Yeah, which is yeah, I guess temporary. But yeah, I'm fixing all of the shit, fixing some of the basically it's 5 years that I've had the same front page and the theme and it was time to modify and improve it.
yeah.
And I'm gonna change all the front page is basically the big modification, but also like all the things that I need to do for
It, it,
transferring.
it might be time to get a new logo, like to get a
Yes,
professionally done logo here.
that's exactly what's
Yeah.
that's one of the big things. Also, the color scheme, I feel like it is not as like the green that I have, the fluorescent green that I have. It's kind of a playful
Mm.
color, but it's not like solid business-like color. I mean, there's nothing like business-like, but it's just that it's not the color that I feel excited about. Like I love that color. I'm just not sure if that's the long-term color I want to use. So that's the yeah.
Yeah.
So all of that is still playing up. Like I'm trying to figure out if I want to use a different color and all that stuff as well to make things more streamlined.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I don't know if I would switch the logo and the color. I mean, you could. I guess it's not a huge deal, but like, it might be better to just evolve the logo, just keep the color scheme, but then have a new logo in fonts and,
Well, okay, so I haven't modified the logo. I was actually modifying the color so far.
oh, okay, okay.
So yeah, the logo is not as prominently visible most of the times anyways to people. So I need to,
Yeah,
uh,
it'd be good to get like more branding, right? To have the logo, have a good logo, whatever your color scheme is going to be, and then have that. I mean, your color scheme is prominent, but the logo branding would be better to have in more places.
the color scheme is good, but the problem with the color scheme is that the black and the green, they basically only, like, you can't really use, like, it's not very versatile. Like the green
Yeah,
can only live with black, and the green can only live on black. It doesn't interact with white.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, you can't do the contrast.
But I'm not sure if, like, so it's, if I'm writing a sales page, if I'm gonna write anything in that green, or if I'm gonna use that green color, it has to have a black background or that screaming green background
Yeah,
to
that's
make it
interesting.
work, which is challenging either ways.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
So I'm thinking, so if you go to like, let me see if I can share my screen.
And that Bitcoin is going up.
Crazy.
Elon Musk bought 100. He bought 100 or 1.5 billion of
I
Bitcoin
know.
with Tesla, and then Tesla has made more money from Bitcoin than they have from selling cars.
I know.
It's crazy.
So over here, you see, right? Like the green plays with the black either ways. Black,
Yeah,
green, green, black. Black background, green, green background, black. But it's hard to put the whole sales page in that color.
yeah.
So
You don't need to put the whole sales page in that color.
no, in the sense it's hard to use that color sales page, like that color at all in the sales page, more or less. Um,
Well, what you should do with this, because this looks good here, is, I mean, I don't know how you have it is okay with using these
well,
other
so that's
colors.
what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of this green as the new kind of brand color.
I don't know. I don't think that's unique enough. I like the
Hmm.
other one. I don't know.
Hmm. You still want to keep this, huh?
Yeah, I feel like that. Like now that you've fixed the font on here, it looks more professional, right? So
Hmm.
yeah, I think what you can do is just have most of the sales page be black and white, and then you can sparingly use the green color to highlight certain things or to get people's attention.
So one of the things I'm working through, let me see if I can find. Um, I'm trying to work through the front page, which is probably the most important piece of the puzzle, and also the kind of the offer page. But let me
Mm.
see if I can bring it up. Okay, so this was the current, not current, but this is what I was trying to evolve our top bar to, and all of the other colors might have to change to keep up with the top bar. But that's the green color scheme that I was looking at, that you were looking at.
Yeah, I like the other color better personally.
You like the other color better. You like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. I feel like the other that dark green is too much in your face, like, and it doesn't pop
What if
either.
what if the text was white?
I don't know if that's going to make that much of a difference. Nah, I don't know. I do like the other green better.
Huh.
Are you designing this yourself though? These pages and stuff?
Well, I have a designer who does most of this thing, but this is
Oh,
just
okay.
templated stuff.
Yeah.
Not designer. Mike does most of this work for me. I just tell him what to do.
Yeah.
But this is the logo that we've always had. So I wonder if the logo needs to be changed. The color scheme, like, okay, if you didn't have this color scheme on the top bar, and if I kept with this, how would this even look like? Like the color scheme for this would look pretty crappy. Like any other color here, like, okay, let's say I can't even use the screaming green. Let's put it that way, right?
Where?
In the top bar, menu
Well,
bar.
you could. I mean, I've got a similar setup with Bulldog Mindset because I'm using a bright yellow, right? So what
So
I
the only
did
thing
in
I can think of is black with green.
yeah, I like that. That looks good.
But you're saying this should be more like the screaming green.
I think that other green is better. Your logo is actually pretty good. It's not that I didn't even know what your logo was. The problem is there's two things with your logo. One is that you're not using it hardly anywhere. So that's why I didn't know what your logo was. I just saw the 2000. I thought your logo was just literally 2000 books, just the text. I didn't realize you had this other logo because you're not really using it and using the iconography from it. But the other thing, if you are going to improve the logo, I would say just to simplify it because the logo is a little bit
Too much.
yeah, simpler logos are generally better. Although I don't know, because it's not that complicated. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe you just need to use the logo more and use the iconography from it, like the brain part, the light bulb brain part, in certain parts on the page by itself, the book part, you know what I mean, so that people identify the pieces of it.
Okay. So
The biggest thing I would do if I was going to change the logo, I think, is make it so that the 2000 books part is in somewhat of a custom font, not a generic font. Right, just so it's a recognizable, because having a recognizable font, like if you look at the Bulldog Mindset logo, like the font is unique to it.
I need to go take a look. Light version. Let me see if I can do this real quick before we go there.
All of our audio subscribers are like, what the hell?
Well, as long as you can watch it, it's still fair.
They have to go to the YouTube channel too.
Or just check out my website. I keep telling you guys to go check out my website. Why aren't you watching? Why aren't you going to my website every day? Okay, let's see now what happens. Okay. Yeah, it's very difficult color management, I guess, in some ways. Color management isn't really all that layout and the other thing that I am now obsessing a lot about. See, this is way too bland, right? Black and white like that.
I mean, I think it'd be better with the green. with the brighter green.
with this green.
Yeah.
But then how do I use it in any other way? Like it's so hard to use this color beyond just like a contrast with black.
Yeah, I mean that it's the same thing with Bulldog mindset. I've got two ways I do it with the yellow and black, and then the black and yellow, I invert it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the
Right.
only thing you can do.
So if you look at this, right, the yellow's up there, and then if you go to products, and then see there's the inverted version of it right there where it says Bulldog membership, right? So and then see how we've just painted a little bit of black so that the whole background doesn't have to be black, just enough so that the logo can stand out, right? That's all. That's how you do that. Otherwise, we'd have to have the whole background black, which would be too much on your eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly. So then you're constantly, but even like this yellow.
See, I like it to pop, to stand out like that, where it's unique. I mean, it's definitely a more bold, but yours is pretty bold as well. But I think the bold is better. You just have to be able to use it.
Well, we've been using yeah, I mean, you hardly ever use the brand colors in the overall.
Yeah, just in a
Sales
few
page.
spots, you know what I mean? Otherwise, it's just easy to read black and white text, you know, because you want the sales page to be as easy to read as possible.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So I'm like, where is my sales page? Yeah. So currently, this is the sales page that I was. But this green also does pretty well on black.
That's true. But I think your other green, yeah, your other green does well on it too. So it's,
Yeah, they both do well on black, but then this also does black, like green and white.
yeah,
It's not as hard on the eyes.
that's true. It's not as hard as the eyes there.
But the color scheme is like easily, it's an easy map like this. Doesn't, like if I use the screaming green, there's no way anyone would even read this.
Yeah, that would be too much in that spot. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Right. But this green has a little bit of a subtle.
Yeah, that's true for something like that.
This is the sales page that I'm for Facebook traffic.
Yeah. Okay.
It's way more involved than our usual sales pages. Yeah, so shit, man. Also, I guess the bigger challenge beyond this, beyond the sales page or beyond the brand colors will probably go through some iteration for a little bit till I figure out. The bigger thing that I'm thinking about is the idea of what's the customer journey like? What do I want my, because what has happened is like, of course, I have a lot of traffic from SEO for the book summaries that we have online, but those are like the free book summary seekers, but they aren't necessarily the buyers. So the challenge or the thing that I'm trying to now streamline is going to, like, on the front page itself, I make an offer for the membership without much of a either an opt-in or a membership, but like streamlining the flow as in what the offers are. because right now we have way too many different offers. So streamlining it down to like, okay, you can buy book summaries. You can buy, currently what I have is like, okay, you can just buy one-off book summaries, or you can buy the Entrepreneurs Book Club where you have all the book summaries and you have ongoing monthly business book club live. Then there's the $49 a month business accelerator, 25, like 25. And then there's the $1,000 plus a month mastermind, right? So there's like too many layers.
So
I feel like all of this has to be simplified into maybe 2 layers at most.
So here's what I like and what's worked most successfully for me, which is to have one main offer that you pitch, because repetition is the thing that sells people, right? So, so for example, right, for Bulldog Mindset, the main thing that I pitch is the $7 um, trial offer, right? So
Mhm.
every single YouTube video I mention it, every single one. And so people sign up because they've heard it like 15 times. They're like, fuck, I'm just going to check it out. Or they watch a video and then they're like, okay, this time I'm convinced, right? As opposed to me throwing different offers at them. And then once they get in, that's the place to pitch the platinum membership and and anything else, and the coaching, right? I mean, so the other stuff people can find, right? So the really interested people, they'll just go to the bulldogmindset.com website and they'll just sign up for the monthly membership, or they'll say, oh, let me sign up for the yearly or the platinum, or let me sign up for coaching, right?
Mhm.
But the thing that I'm pitching all the time and pushing is a $7 trial, because that's the one that I want, because you got to have something that's in their head all the time that they keep on thinking about, that because that repetition is what sells. So that's my thoughts on it. And then it's real simple. So I basically just have 2 rules. If I'm making a YouTube video, aside from a special sale where I'm selling the platinum, I am pitching the $7 trial. And then if I'm on someone else's podcast or channel, I just tell them to go to bulldogmindset.com and take the quiz. So
Mhm.
that's kind of the way that it works. Then it's really simple. I don't have to worry about what I'm pitching. I don't have to like pitch different things. And then once they get in, then there's email sequences to pitch them the other stuff. Then I know they're listening because they're a member, and
Mhm.
I can sell them other things. So
So the question that I'm kind of trying to figure out is, um, like I could sell a membership just for book summaries, or I could sell book club style
uh,
membership, which would be a little more premium priced. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe book club, maybe book summaries. Um, Not premium. I mean, premium prices, just quote unquote. But book summaries maybe like $99 a year, but book club maybe $200 a year, 199 a year, or 299 a year, or something like that. And I'm like, earlier, so far, the business has been book summaries for entrepreneurs, but has been like, uh, I mean, it's been book summaries of personal development and entrepreneurship, and that's what it probably will be for the foreseeable future. But I want to just talk exclusively about entrepreneurship and take out other parts of anything, like, not in the sense that, what I mean is I want to the messaging to be tight around book summaries for for entrepreneurs, whether it's
right.
productivity, whether it's mental toughness, whether it's social skills, any of those book summaries for entrepreneurs, or knowledge for entrepreneurs, or build a great business, or any of those things. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, should I just go with selling book summaries just like everyone else, or selling a book club membership, which would include the book summaries as well? I might need to do a test to see what the audience really wants.
Well, okay. So you there's a couple of things I would say. So one of them is that you definitely want to sell the higher price thing, right? If you can. The second one is that you the audience you have now is not the audience that you want to have, that you will have in the future, right? Because the
Mm-hmm.
audience you have right now is spread out: personal development people, freeloaders, different people who are like book rats, right? What the audience you want to have is entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All entrepreneurs read books pretty much.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's redundant. Like the book part is like you're providing a service for them, just like all entrepreneurs get their hair cut, right? Like, it's what it is, right? They all take a shit on the toilet. So so what I would say is that you just need to just say that you are for entrepreneurs, and then your messaging is at your target, right, of entrepreneurs. So when you're pitching it, you're pitching the book summaries, but you're pitching it, everything is about entrepreneurs. So for example, the same thing with Bulldog Mindset, right? I get emails all the time from women and they're like, why don't you, like, why is it just for men? They're
Mhm.
like, everything you're seeing, I like watch your YouTube videos, and most of the content would apply to women too. Women should be strong. Women should, develop business skills and in these things. And I reply back to them, and I always say, because it's my marketing. Like, you're welcome to join. Yeah, you're right. But
Mhm.
I am targeting my audience specifically so I can isolate a specific niche group of people, so that, because that's, so I can communicate to them the marketing for that. So it's the same thing. You just need to, it doesn't really matter like what you're selling so much. It matters more about what your messaging is, because you just need a good offer targeted at the right group of people, and then you'll attract your customers. So you just need to look for entrepreneurs and make all your messaging around that, and then the product part doesn't matter. Like, in figuring out what your existing audience wants, that doesn't matter. If you create that offer that is unique to entrepreneurs, and you're talking about the entrepreneurs pain points and how your problem solves the entrepreneurs pain points
Yeah.
specifically, that's what's going to solve it. Just like you could sell haircuts to entrepreneurs, right? You could be like, if you're going to sell haircuts to entrepreneurs, right, you're not going to pitch the benefits of having a haircut. Instead, you're
Mhm.
going to look at the pain. You're going to say, well, as a busy entrepreneur, you don't have time to go to the salon and to go get your haircut and stand in line with everyone else. That's why we come to your door and we cut your hair for you, and we understand your needs of this. And or when you come into our barber shop, we have, we're always playing interviews with CEOs in there, and other entrepreneurs who are running companies. They're often having chats and having business deals in the barber shop. And that's why you should come in here, is because
Are
this is
you planning to start that barbershop? Because I'll show up there if you're going to be
it's a good idea, right?
playing that Audible book in the
Yeah,
background of John D. Rockefeller's biography, and
exactly.
only entrepreneurs who are making over six figures or multiple six figures are allowed to enter the barbershop to hang
Exactly.
out there. That's dude. When are
Right.
you starting that business?
But see, you just have to do the same thing for your book summary for entrepreneurs, so that they feel the same way. Because just like I sold you a barbershop, like you'd be like, if most people be like, barbershop for entrepreneurs, but I know the pain points, right? You know the pain points for entrepreneurs in relation to how your product solves it. That's what you have to focus on. And again, it's not your existing audience right now; it's the audience you want to have. So, I mean, it's part
Right.
of your
And
existing audience, but
it's part of the existing audience.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm tailoring this towards now. And like going after that, like basically calling out my markets
Hmm.
as racking the shotgun or whatever you want to call it. Basically calling out the market as an we are the book summaries for entrepreneurs. Or, but the next question is like, with all the tiers that I offer, I need to cut down a couple of tiers. So maybe it's only book club membership that they can buy, or they can just buy books. Because the thing is, you can buy book summaries. Book summaries will always be cheaper than buying a book club membership, which includes the book summaries. So, do we position the business as a book club business, or do we position the business as a book summary business? And you can add on a book club if you want, because book summaries, are there, well-known commodity. There are competitors in that space. Book clubs by themselves aren't really that, like, people create their own little book clubs, but there isn't really a global or a known name for the book club per se, as in Okay, that's the place we go for entrepreneurship book clubs or something like that. So
I
there's
think
a book.
this, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out, maybe I'm trying to simplify my offering is what I'm trying to do,
Right.
rather than have all of these different tiers in existence as they exist today. So my thought process is I probably only want to have 2 tiers of offerings rather than 4 tiers as they exist today. And this is in line with like me running Facebook ads and escalating people into that funnel.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that you just need to have one main offer, right? That's the key. Just have the one main offer that you have, and then you have a way for people to upgrade from there, right? But you pitch the
Well,
main offer.
the question is the upgrade worth it to be a pitch for the upgrade? So the question is like pitching a $99 a year product and then upgrading them to $199 a year ain't worth it, because all of the effort in upgrading them to that isn't really leading to a much higher ROI compared to leading them to a higher end mastermind or something like that, right? Um,
We'll get one thing working first. Just have one
well,
offer and get one offer working.
so that's the question that I'm trying to trying to wrangle with. Do I offer book summaries or do I offer book club as the offer, as the main offer? Because if I offer book club, maybe I can offer it at $19 a month or $29 a month. If I offer book summaries, it's usually going to be around $9 a month.
How about this? How about a totally different offer? Because what you're offering, you're structuring this around the product as opposed to the solution, right? So, or the benefit for the entrepreneur. So instead of offering either of those, what if you offered join the community for entrepreneurs, the best community for entrepreneurs who love to read and gain knowledge from books, right? That so offer them that, offer them the only and best community for entrepreneurs who love books, right? And that's what you'll be. So by joining that, so that's your pitch, is this, like, this is the best community. If you're an entrepreneur, and you like to get knowledge from other entrepreneurs and read books and get that, this is the best place to go. And here's what you'll get when you join. In addition to being part of the community, you're going to get access to all these book summaries, bam, 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 productivity, social skills, entrepreneurship books, right? Sales and marketing. New book summaries will be coming out every month or every couple of months, right? You're going to get access to the Facebook group, to our, right, all of these things. So you just list out all these benefits, these additional courses or whatever it is. And so that's the thing that you pitch, is that the community for entrepreneurs who
Okay,
are,
so the
right?
challenge. Okay, so here's the thing. I think people buy the benefit and stay for community rather than
Mm.
people buy the community and then stay for the benefit. So people probably want to know what they'll get, and then the community keeps them in the membership. Um, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
yeah. So you
community
can,
of book lovers is like a very hard thing to sell at a premium price point. Community of entrepreneurs who are book lovers, still, it's a hard thing to sell for. Like, it's a hard sell compared to uh, knowledge from books from entrepreneurs or book club for entrepreneurs. Like, yeah, that actually gives them, like, they know they will stick around for the community because it's a book club for
well,
their for the kind of stuff they do.
so okay, so I mean, but the part is that you're missing is the pain, right? So your pitch looks something more like, look, as an entrepreneur, you're trying to grow your business. That reading books is important. Unfortunately, it's hard to have the time to read all these books and to know which books you should read to gather this information, because there's no one today in this world that's successful who hasn't standing on the shoulders of giants. So so and so you press all their pain points, right? You don't know what books to read, it takes you too much time, right? Wouldn't it be great if you had a way to get all that knowledge and to be in a group
Right.
of other entrepreneurs who share that knowledge, who share their insights from books, who also
Mhm.
love reading books like you do? And then that's where you introduce the solution. You say, okay, here's all these book summaries, here's all this stuff. When you join the entrepreneurs book club, you get this. And so you're selling the community, like you're selling this as being the place where they belong if they're entrepreneurs and they like books, right? But you're still giving them all the stuff, right? You're still it's not that like they're buying the product, they're buying the solution to their pain, and their pain is that they don't have time, they don't know which books, they don't have other other entrepreneurs to talk to reach out to discuss these books that have the same passion that they do about learning and improving themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. So the challenge or the offer creation challenge, and I might actually, like, even though we're having this conversation right now, I don't think I would be able to pull off a whole uh, redo of the offer at that scale, but more like at a minuscule scale, because all of these offers have they're functional inside of our business. I just need to make one of them the primary thing.
Yes.
Uh, uh, and the question that I'm wrangling with is: are we selling book summaries? Are we selling a book club? Could we sell a book club at a premium compared to just selling book summaries at a discount? Not necessarily a discount, but it's definitely cheaper selling book summary. Like book summaries will be always be cheaper compared to selling a club. But then a club will have may not be as many people. But does it matter? Because then we attract a higher end audience. The only challenge is you build book clubs, but then you don't really, well, book clubs aren't really that hard to scale because you bring the authors to do those discussions, and you bring other people to talk about those books rather than just yourself. So maybe book club is the easier path, or not easier path, but the thing to sell, especially in a world where you know knowledge is abundant.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of different angles that you could look at it, right? If you just go the summary route, you can look at it as saying like, look, this is the best. This you can sign up for. You can compare yourself to Blinkist and to some of the other services out there and say, look, those are like just random people that make summaries that are generic. They don't have insights. Like this is like the boutique for book summaries. Like this is detailed knowledge from a real entrepreneur, right? Crossing, multiple books and points from them, so I mean that's another way to set it apart. But I think focusing on the entrepreneur and how your solution solves entrepreneurs' problems, I think that's the best way to go. So it should be somewhat of a club. I don't know if you don't even need to call it a book club, right? It's more of, like I said, the community. It's the place to be for, you invent your own word, invent your own like terminology for this, right?
Mm.
um I mean, it could even just be the 2000 books membership, right? Come up with something that's going to be unique so that they don't, because you don't want to use, I see, I'm hesitant to use the term book club because people have a predefined notion of what book club means and what the intrinsic value of a book club is, right? When I think of book club, I think of women reading Yaya sisterhood.
Well, when we
Right,
say
in a
entrepreneurs
circle.
book club, then it kind of changes itself. But yeah.
But still, I think use a different term, right? Invent your own term, right? Blue ocean,
Mhm.
right? Create your own category. So what's your category going to be? This way you can differentiate yourself from book summaries, from book clubs, right?
Mm.
This is about a place for entrepreneurs to improve themselves, to learn from each other. This is not a place for your average entrepreneur, your average person who doesn't read books, who doesn't, understand and have that, who doesn't care about gaining that knowledge that you get from books, right? This is the place for entrepreneurs who care about improving themselves in all areas of their life, right? Social skills, you know, productivity, finance, all these things.
Yeah. So it's like yeah. I mean, so yeah, this is going to be a little more of a longer term project, not like longer term as in like to define that and to clarify that will take a little more time than I would like it to take right now, especially because I did all of this overhaul, like moved to Liquid Web and tried to improve some of the front page because I was, in the process, like I was about to run ads and I realized my like there is a lot of things I had to do with Facebook compliance and this and that. So I was like, all right, let's just make the website faster and let's make the front page more professional looking so that we don't get banned by Facebook when
Yeah.
running ads, because Facebook has a bad habit of shutting you down if your stuff doesn't look very nice and clean. So I was like, all right, let's overhaul everything to make it look nice and clean and modern compared to the old crappy design that we have right now. So I went down that journey only to go deep into that journey of changing and breaking everything on my website,
Yeah.
and making it faster and all that crap. Like it's like, uh, yeah, that's just the way it is. Every time you try to clean a closet, you don't just move a few things. Like every time you try to clean a closet, you actually have to create a mess before you can clean a closet. You
Yeah.
cannot clean a closet without creating a mess. So what I'm saying is that I don't have the clear angle right now, like what that perfect angle is for what like what we tailor this towards and tailor the membership towards. And I'm trying to figure out what it is. As you said, like the ideas you have there. So I need to like go to the drawing board and really be able to conceptually to simplify all of this in a very, very contained message. Um, yeah, I don't have it right now. It's very, I might have to go to the basic of just saying, okay, just right now I'll just go to the basics for the time being while the ads start running, and then maybe I'll fix this again. Right? I don't know. I am a little bit hesitant to go too big on the changes, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, okay.
On the offering, I want it to be a little more um, contained for this phase of evolution.
Well, can you
Next phase.
just offer one offer for your Facebook advertising right now? Just the
Yeah.
access to the
So
book
the Facebook
sellers.
advertising is this sales page I showed you.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it, nothing more.
So just start with that then, and then you
That's
can
all I'm
always
doing.
evolve towards this bigger thing that we've been talking about.
Exactly. So that's what I'm doing. I was just improving our front page so that
Yeah.
we stay in Facebook's compliance zone when they go check out our 2000books.com and all that. Because I have a banned business manager account, and I have like I didn't even realize I was banned. Like that business manager account is banned, so I'm using the second one that I have.
Yeah.
But if the second one is banned, then I would have to go to my friends and beg borrow their accounts to run ads. So that's why I was like a little skeptical. I was like, okay, let me make my site look a lot more modern and clean and nice looking and with all the links and everything. So it doesn't look like Facebook doesn't have reasons to
Yeah.
believe that there is anything wrong with this website. And that's the overhaul I was looking to do. I think I bit off way more than I wanted to chew at this stage because I
Exactly.
wanted to really focus my time and energy on running ads and not doing this shit. But here I am, fucking it up.
Well, figure out the quickest way to be done with this.
Yeah, that's
So that
exactly
you
what
can
I'm
move
doing.
on. That's what you need to do. Not like you're saying, don't overhaul everything at this point, not the whole offer and everything. Just get to the phase where you can start running the ads. And then later on, you can move more towards the comprehensive type of offer that we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. So I might just go with the simplified offer for now, the book summaries for entrepreneurs, and just leave it at that for the timing. And then later on come back again, or not later on, like keep working on it as we, because this is more of a, this is less of a, this is like the stuff that your subconscious has to chew on
Right. Yeah.
to find the answer. It doesn't come just sitting in front of it most of the times. It's like it's an evolutionary process to find that perfect angle for the offer.
I agree. Yeah.
So yeah, I need to go and just do enough to get all of this balls, all this flying right now, because otherwise I'm gonna be bogged down with shit. All right, that's what's going on my end. I am to fix one thing, I broke 25 things. That's
Yep.
that's the fun of entrepreneurship sometimes.
That's how it works.
Yeah. But I like, part of me is kind of excited about like just, it was so long overdue. The website looked so clunky because it was 2015. I mean, just because the business is growing doesn't mean the website can continue to look like crap, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Needed to get into the modern. It looked like 18th century. Now I feel like, okay, let's get it into the 21st century. So that part, I'm giving myself the deadline for this weekend to finish it all off, so I can focus on the bigger fish. Starting.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? What are you guys running?
Let's see. That the stupid Phoenix thing only sold 3, I think. Let me double check it. So that's I'm really thinking about like $300. So
you made $300?
Yeah. So
how many emails did you guys send?
I lost money because I had to pay my copywriter, right? So $254.
How many emails did you guys send?
I think like 4 or 5 of them. So I think what I'm really leaning towards for Bulldog Mindset is completely cutting out affiliate offers, except for inside the membership. I don't know, or unless I'm completely like doing a YouTube video like in depth with it. There's a few. The one that I'm still probably going to do, and this will be kind of my last. What's that?
Sterling.
Well, the Sterling one I've already done, and I was successful with, mostly because of the live stream, I think. But there's Josh Hudson has this no-fap, or this breaking porn addiction course, which I think that will sell. I think that will do well, and it's gonna. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go through it and then have commentary on it, so I can really recommend it. And we'll see. But I'm really thinking of cutting out most of the affiliate, because here's the thing with Bulldog Mindset with affiliate offers is one, they're not effective. Like I'm hardly ever, the Sterling Cooper was the only one that really was successful. It cost me money to have the copywriter to run run it. It's a distraction to a degree. It takes time and effort, right? So it'd be better for all that effort to be spent in coming up with new campaigns and new ways to pitch the Bulldog Mindset membership, and then to have affiliate offers that sit inside the membership,
But I have an idea.
Okay.
It would be better if you could run ads.
I agree.
They spend their time on running ads rather than worrying about affiliates.
Of course, I don't spend much time on the affiliate stuff, right? It's so, but I'd have to spend the time on the ads. But but that's ultimately the goal, is to run ads anyway, and to stop doing affiliate type of promotions. I don't think
check out this guy. He's been on my radar for a bit now. I'll put the link on the name in the chat.
Okay. And I've got my team now. I've got Yaro's team, who has taken over my. I'm not coming up with anything when I search on that.
Yeah, no, I got it wrong. Let me give it to you.
So Yaro's team is taking over my inbox So far so good. They're doing a pretty good job. I'm surprised how much, like, I feel like I have a lot less email now. So
That's
they're
awesome,
starring the
man.
things I need to take care of, which isn't too many. And then they're like typing out the responses for a lot of them. So that'll be easily a good $1,500 a month I'm spending on that. So
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay. I'll take a look at this guy.
Yeah.
I swear I've seen this guy before.
Yeah, he's
Looks familiar.
definitely pretty aggressive YouTube advertising
Okay.
guy.
Yeah,
And,
I'll definitely have to.
and go browse down to the team.
Yeah.
This ain't a one-man operation.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Oh wow. Yeah, he's got a lot. Okay. Yeah, where'd you find this guy?
On YouTube, just like as I've been browsing and looking for stuff, I just found him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. But yeah,
Because
so I've been
I mean, you may not need Facebook. I believe Facebook for you. YouTube is the better alternative compared to trying to run Facebook ads if you
yeah.
can.
Yeah, I want to run YouTube ads. Yeah, I would rather run YouTube ads. So but yeah, so I've been working on that, getting the email, taken care of. That was my big priority. Now that I'm still training them, but it's getting we're getting close to the point where they can pretty much take over most of it. So that will save me a bunch of time. And then I've got a Google Analytics guy I hired to come in and set up my analytics and dashboards for everything. So he's
Here,
going
do
to
you
be
know
working on
what
it.
I found?
Hmm.
The way to do this is to get them through Clarity.
Google Analytics guys.
Anything,
Anything.
SEO, analytics, uh, WordPress, Facebook
Yeah.
ads. Like find someone on Clarity, get on a call with them, and ask them all the questions you want. And if at that point they check out, then you just pay them to do the work for you.
Yeah, I've done that before with some people.
I've had some good
Yeah.
success with that.
But yeah, that's the main thing that I'm working on now is once I get that implemented, then yeah, I've got a few other things that I'm clearing off. I've got a couple of book deals underway with Simple Programmer, publishing books. Again, affiliate marketing for Simple Programmer has pretty much been crap as well. I don't know. I feel like affiliate marketing is not worth the, not worth it. So
Yeah, it's tough. You need the perfect offer every single time, and it's never going to be the case. You're going to find some, yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking about converting Simple Programmer completely into a publisher. I mean, already I'm doing more on that. I mean, the books make me the most money, but then I could start like just advertising the books all over on the website and stuff like that, and really pitch the books. But I don't know. I got to see what happens with it. I'd love to get rid of Simple Programmer to sell it off, but
I mean, you should sell it off while the traffic is still there.
the thing is, what could I sell it for? Could I actually, you know, a lot of like it doesn't really have revenue aside from my books, right? I mean,
What could you like? The question is, how much do you want? And knowing the numbers, like how much would you be willing to let it go for?
well, without my books,
Yeah, without your books.
I mean, without my books, I would let it go for like less than $500,000.
See, that's the thing. It's going to be hard to sell for $500,000.
Well, I probably would let it go for 250,000 without the
Yeah,
books.
it's that's a tough one, man, because it's like the traffic the traffic is there, conversion is not there. So it's like, what do you do now?
Yeah. I mean,
How big is the list?
It's a big opportunity. The list is like 80,000, I think.
The list is huge.
Yeah.
it just doesn't convert for.
Now, there's a huge opportunity there, right? Like if someone were to buy it and we're like, okay, let me just focus on making money out of this traffic, they could do it. The problem is like with everything with Bulldog Mindset, like it's never a high enough priority for me because Bulldog Mindset is doing 40, 50K a month in
Yeah,
revenue. So
you just don't. You will never have the time to run this show. Is the truth of the business right now.
yeah,
Because no matter how big Bulldog Mindset gets, there will always be needs for Bulldog Mindset that you cannot be running both the horses, right? So you're best off running one business and letting go of the other business. That's the challenge you're running into now. How do you let go of? How do you get like we talk about focus, and this is your ultimate test
yeah. But
for focus.
on the other hand, like the simple programmer really actually take up any time from me? Not really.
No, but the value of that product is diminishing, right?
Yeah.
The value of that thing is diminishing. It's not taking up time, but if it's not generating ROI,
Well, that's the problem is see, like it does. So it generates me about 10K a month.
total.
Yeah.
But then you have to pay Josh, which you would have to anyways.
Yeah. I have to pay him off anyway. So for
And then you have to pay copywriter. How much of like what's the percentage? Like how is it split now? 10K a month?
like what's the expenses on the 10K a month?
No. What's the revenue split? Like what percent? Where's revenue coming from?
Oh, for the most part, like about half of the revenue comes from my books. And it depends on the month, right? So the other half comes from affiliate deals plus product sales. And then
So product sales, how much is it? Like 2K, 3K a month now?
yeah, about somewhere around
Your
there.
big challenge is you don't have singular product that is the prime offer that you make in Simple Programmer, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If I
That's
had one prime offer, I think that would do a lot better.
yeah. That's the problem. The offer is the problem, not the business, not the list, the offer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because to say that the list is bad is just to say that the list wasn't nurtured well enough to define its direction, and that's why the list is bad. It's not because the list inherently, the people on that list aren't bad people or aren't people who don't buy. Just so happens that they weren't given the right direction. So now,
Well, part of the issue with the list though is that the top article on Simple Programmer is the 50 interviewing questions for Java, and most of that traffic comes from India, and so most of the list like subscriptions, like the opt-ins come from India, and so
how big is your Indian audience now on the list?
um, I don't know. Let me see if I can look up the demographics on the list, but it's a decent percentage. Like
Well, it doesn't mean the Indians don't buy, they just buy at a lower price point, but they buy in higher volumes. So you can still do the same. You
yeah,
can pull up new numbers because the volume makes up for the price, or the price makes up for the volume.
yeah, that's a good point. It's just having like a lower priced offer. That's the main offer that I give there.
If yeah, if that is the primary audience, then you tailor to them.
Yeah, I think maybe what I need to do is just like stop doing affiliate offers on Bulldog Mindset and on Simple Programmer, and just have Tim just focus all of his time on uh just like doing a few promotions for Bulldog Mindset, which he's and focus almost all of his time exclusively on crafting a good offer for Simple Programmer.
But you are the person who can do that. Copywriter cannot create an offer.
Well, no, he can create an offer. All he has to do is tell me what he needs me to produce, like as a product, right? Figure out exactly what it is that people want and what, it's a couple of surveys, figure out what
It's like
converts.
you asked Josh to do the same. It never hits.
Yeah,
Because
that's true, but
copywriters cannot get like it's one thing to do surveys and it's one thing to do. We're talking at high level, yeah, copywriter can figure, but this is where the business owner has like this is where the energy of the business and the passion of the business and all of those things have to come alive, right? If there's an offer that you really believe in, if there's an offer that you genuinely are stoked about and passionately believe in,
yeah,
that's an offer that will convert.
yeah,
If it's an offer that a copywriter has created, I don't think that offer converts. I mean, it can convert, but I don't think that offer will have long-term legs per se, because it doesn't have that genuine belief. It's like you create a product to sell compared
yeah.
to create a product to make a difference in the world.
Well, what I could do, I mean, I think the simplest thing, since I own the IP again for soft skills, is to make like a soft skills for software developers course. That would be the most obvious thing. I was going to make a career guide, complete software developer career guide course, but it's too difficult because there's too many technical topics in there and all of this. Whereas a soft skills course would be right up the alley. Because I mean, that's the whole theme of Simple Programmer is soft skills for software developers.
I like that. Soft skills for software developers, and you can have so many different tracks.
Yeah.
You can have so many different I mean, the good thing about that course is once you create it, you can sell social skills, you can sell mental toughness, you can sell productivity, you can sell personal development, and it's all sold under the soft skills umbrella.
And that's stuff that I can talk about and do now because I'm involved in all that. Whereas the technical
You would just
stuff,
have to parlay the knowledge you have from Bulldog and put it into Simple Programmer
exactly.
in a programmer audience's frame. So that's where, like, when you say, okay, I can do soft skills for programmers, that to me is something that, like, it's a genuine offer. It's not
Yeah.
a offer crafted because you want to, like, it's a thing that people need, and there's enough of a pain point to sell that thing, to want to sell that for people to need, like, people need that, and you have a good enough story to sell that, right?
Yeah.
So you have a story and you have the product and the knowledge and the book. So that is in alignment with the business to me.
Yeah.
But if it was just like a survey leading to a product, it would never. I don't think a survey leading to a product is the way, like, we're putting the product so far down the importance chain of importance. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Product has to feel like it's so damn useful that I want it. And that only happens when the entrepreneur himself feels the pain and the struggle and does it for that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good, yeah, that's what I need to do for Simple Programmers, make the soft skills for software developers course and then make everything focus on that. That's what I already have the reputation for in the industry. That will work for me, like all of that, the book, everything. So,
and the good thing, as I said, is you don't have to ever sell one thing. You can create promotions around a lot of different ideas.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it
Right.
all, it encompasses all of that. Yeah, that's a good
You
point.
can create promotions. Like, it's like the school, the soft skill school,
Yeah.
$97 a month or $9.97 for a whole year.
Yeah,
And
I thought about doing a monthly one, but I think I want to just make it a single product with this one
yeah,
instead
sure.
of
Don't do, yeah. You don't
then
want to
I'll
be
be
on two
doing
treadmills.
yeah, because I could do it and I could just follow that same pattern, but
No, you don't want to be on two different treadmills. I mean, you could create a, like, yeah, if you tried to create another community on Simple Programmer, you could create the Simple Programmer
Yeah.
community for whatever specific thing. But then if you're going to create a membership, you're going to go crazy trying to run two memberships at the same time.
Yeah, unless I started creating, you know what I was just thinking is, if
The same content for both.
Yeah, the same content for both. One's targeted at
What's up, Bulldogs? And then it's like it's changes like or there's a dub. It's like what's up, simple programmers? Boom. And everywhere there is a bulldog, it's replaced with simple programmer. So if you're a bulldog, no, if you're a simple programmer, do not take shit for you do not take shit from women.
just
You're
like hold on. Let's see. I'll show you this channel. Where is it? Damn it. How am I actually even gonna find it? Oh wait, I know how to find it. Hold on. Here we go. Why is this not coming? Okay. Okay, here you go. I'll send you this link. I'll just dub it. That's my Russian channel. The Russian channel is underway. 3 subscribers are.
I gave you a like, and I'll say,
perfect.
This is amazing.
It's got some views already, so we'll see what happens here.
And
but yeah, no, I could create content that where I don't say bulldog, right? Where instead I just talk about the topic, and then
I think it's way better for you to just do it right for Bulldog and then create a separate content for Simple Programmer, which is the one-off program. You don't sell a community there.
Yeah.
So you're not on the hook. So the thing is, here's one thing I think you and I and a lot of us, like what we've indoctrinated into is the automation, the school of automation, or the idea of automation and email marketing and automation and all those things. But the marketing instruments keep evolving.
Yeah.
So the webinar marketing instrument or the YouTube marketing instrument or the email so I think if you guys had a solid like $497 offer and you had a webinar to sell it, that would be way, way, way more profitable than trying to hustle a $197 product over email.
Yeah, that's true for sure. I agree.
So if you could design a product that was $497 or $997, and you had to do initial 4, 5, 6 webinars to find the one that works, then you are talking about real profitability of that business.
Yeah.
But if you create another product that's 97 or 197, that's not really going to be sold through anything more than email marketing, you're not going to get enough of a big enough bump for all the effort you put in. So if you could find a way to create a higher ticket product with webinar, because you're only going to create one product.
Right. Yeah.
If you want to create one product, then you must create a higher ticket webinar sold product that you can take to paid media.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's true. Yeah.
Because if you create something 197.97, it's harder to take to paid media, and it's harder to basically sell a $97 or $197 product and bring a mass scale, or to make the business massively profitable, unless you're going to create 20 different products of that kind, and then you're on another treadmill, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you created a social skill, soft skills for programmers for $997 or something, and it was all about helping them get better jobs, blah, 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 and make more money, then I think it will sell.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
The question is, do you have the time to do all this shit?
Not yet, but I will. I did the important thing. Email is being taken care of a lot of that is for me now. I've got to just knock off a few other things, get back into a good routine. Some of the things in my life will settle down, so I won't be wasting as much time anymore, hopefully. So we'll see.
Yeah.
By the middle of this year, hopefully I'll be in good shape to plow forward. Or what will happen is Bitcoin will just keep on going up, and then all of this will be pointless because I'll make more money in Bitcoin than any business.
How many you have? 10,000 Bitcoins, right?
10,000. Yeah. Now I'm gonna get robbed. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I have 10,000 Bitcoins.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have told people about it. Okay.
No, I don't have 10,000 Bitcoins. I wish I had 10,000. If I had 10,000 Bitcoins, I wouldn't be sitting here.
That's what I keep telling you. Why do you do this?
Yeah.
I don't want people to know your address, though.
Yeah.
It's not like they can come and mine the Bitcoins out of your home. They would
Right.
have to literally put a gun to your head and ask your Bitcoin passwords or whatever it is.
Yeah, thanks for that.
It's not like 10,000 is a lot of Bitcoins. It's just, you're just playing with Tesla. That's all.
Yeah. 10,000 Bitcoins. But
dude, my friends, this guy I met at a conference it's called the Underground by Yannick Silver.
yeah, okay.
Underground. You know the guy?
I've heard of him, yeah.
So back in 2011, 2012, I met this guy there. 2012, I think. 2012, maybe 2013, I met this guy there. And he was like, dude, you should invest in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I put almost 30 or 40% of my money into Bitcoin. I'm like,
What year is this?
2012.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah.
He bought it for like $5 or less for a Bitcoin, and he bought like $50,000 worth at that time.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
So he bought 10,000 Bitcoins.
Yeah.
And he didn't sell even when the Bitcoin mania was like at $5,000 because he was already doing pretty well as a marketer. So he's like, I'm just sitting on this shit. I don't know what his life is like today, but if he didn't sell even half of those 5,000, like 10,000, if he only sold half of it,
yeah,
5,000 Bitcoins.
That's crazy. Yeah, 5,000 times, what are we at today? Like 55,000?
That's $250 million.
Yeah. That's crazy. What's also crazy about that is that $250 million is only a fourth of $1 billion. Like when you think about how much $1 billion is, you know what I mean? Like a billionaire is
it takes a lot of gut to sit on that kind of money and not be like, okay, I need to cash out. Like when you go from 5 to 10, you're like, shit, I should cash out.
Right.
You go from 5 to 20, you're like, come on. You go to 5 to 100, you're like, shit, this ain't going anywhere. Let's cash out. The guy has been sitting on that shit for a while.
Yeah.
He's been bullish on Bitcoin for a very long time.
That's
he told me then, he's like, man, I put so much of my money in Bitcoin. You should do the same. I'm like, maybe.
When did you sell your Bitcoin then that you bought?
I never did. He did.
Wait a minute. You said you bought 20 to 30% of your net worth in Bitcoin then.
No, he did.
Oh, I thought you said you did too.
Fuck, I wish I did. No.
Yeah. No. I bought Bitcoin at 10K. So pretty good. And then I bought a bunch of Ethereum too. So at different points at $500 and at like $1,500. So yeah, I'm planning on sitting on it for a while.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Yep. Can't beat those returns, but who knows? It could go down to zero though too. So
yeah, I mean,
it's less likely now.
Who knows how this will play out? But there's always the government intervention that changes the game in a way that you would. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows how this will play out? Who knows how the government cannot necessarily do anything to the Bitcoin per se, but they can create other impediments to the point where Bitcoin becomes useless or becomes very hard to.
I don't know. I feel like that can't really happen because I feel like the more that you try to restrict it, the more valuable it'll become. I mean, because of its being so distributed, there's really not much you can do. I mean, like think about it. Like I have my Bitcoin wallet on my phone, and I mean, there's no way anyone can get access to that. I mean, it's connected to network. Someone could hack to my phone, blah blah blah, that stuff. But what I mean is that like it's not in a bank. It's not can't the asset cannot be seized, right? Because even if they took my phone, I have the 12 words that I need to restore the Bitcoin wallet in my head. And the Fifth Amendment protects you from incriminating yourself. Like you can't force someone's words out of their head. And besides, who's to say that I don't forget it? You know what I mean? Like, so there's like just no way that you could, you could stop someone from, I mean, yeah. So, and plus think about it, like imagine if the US did try to restrict it, and even if you did, like you still really couldn't, but people would just leave, and then they would have access to their money. Like it's too hard. The technology is too prevalent to for anyone to really stop it, right? They could tax heavily when you sell it, but you could trade Bitcoin. Like no one knows what transactions, it's somewhat traceable to a wallet, to a person, but it's pretty difficult. And there's no proof that you have control over your own wallet. Like someone could have stolen your wallet. Like there's no proof you made that transaction, right? So I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see. We'll see. Till then, run ads.
Yeah. You first. Run ads. Let me see your
That's
ads.
exactly what I'm saying. Till then, run ads.
Yeah.
Until we figure out, until Bitcoin goes to 1 million.
Yeah, no, ads is a way to go. I really want to run a bunch of ads that just to run. I want to start running some ads that for traffic
To what?
to my YouTube channel.
You should do retargeting.
Yeah, I need to do retargeting. That would be a simple thing to set up.
For you only have one product to sell.
Yeah.
So even retargeting your viewers to a video that you know has performed very well.
Yeah.
Would be a good one. Talk to these guys, see if they have any ideas.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I gotta get that done. I've been trying to grow TikTok as well, which I think is good for marketing.
Yeah, how's that going? How much money have you made from that?
I'm at 26.1K followers on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many. I haven't done any pitches. I'm waiting till I get to 50 before I do a call to action pitch.
Why
Instagram is growing again now, though.
Why are you waiting till 50?
Just because I don't want to, like, it's not probably worth it until I get to around 50K followers. I want to have enough where like I can actually measure the call to action and see how it performs. So, but yeah, I've been selling off Instagram though too. It's been because Instagram's been growing. I'm at like 31. What's it? Or let me see. 30.5K followers on Instagram. So,
it's not. I mean, yeah. I mean, if whatever is converting, how many members do you have now?
907 or 908, I think.
So, have you been like where were you at Thanksgiving time?
Let me see. And now the difference is too that all the new members coming in are coming in at the $40 a month price. It doesn't seem to have slowed down subscriptions at all. So I bet a $50 a month price won't either. Let me see. Subscription metrics. The reporting in Kajabi is pretty shit. Okay. Okay, active subscriptions in October. I mean November, right?
Mm-hmm. Like 600, end of November. Or I guess before.
Beginning of January, beginning of December, there was 683 members. So,
Beginning of
yep,
what?
of December.
After the Thanksgiving promotion.
Right.
So you're at 700
Yep.
and now you're 900. That's a pretty big jump.
Although it's weird. It says active
I thought
subscriptions.
I
Hold
thought you
on.
were at 900 and
I don't know if their numbers are right. It's showing active subscriptions for February 2nd at 749.
today.
Well, I haven't added that many people since then, but when I show total members, it shows 900 and something. Let me see why that is. I don't know why that. It shows that there's 910 members in the Bulldog Mindset membership. But then when I look at the stats, it shows active subscriptions at 749. Oh, you know why? Because some members are lifetime members.
So what was the number then and what is the number now?
Of what? Of active subscriptions? Okay, so active
Yes.
subscriptions in in November was 682. Active subscriptions in February, or actually I can do it by week, I suppose. So I can see what it is now. If it comes up. That's weird. I guess a bunch of lifetime members. Do I have that many at like 100 lifetime members? I guess that would make sense. And so they would show as members without it being active subscription because it's not a subscription. So right now there's 671 active members or active subscriptions. And after Thanksgiving, there was 627.
Okay. So you added 50.
Yeah. Yeah. Since then. Yeah.
That's 2 months, right?
Yeah.
No, almost
No.
2.5. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it still doesn't seem like those numbers add up quite right, but.
So what do you think is missing?
What do I think is missing? Like from that?
Yeah, what number is wrong there?
Well, I'm showing right now that I have 910 members in the Bulldog Mindset membership.
If they're active, like if they have already paid lifetime, then they're not going to be ascribed the same way, right?
Right. So you could take 100 of them out.
Well, you don't know.
I think I've sold about 100 lifetime subscriptions. So, yeah, I think that's where that comes from. I don't know. I can look at my, like the net revenue over the last 30 days is $41,000.
Huh?
The net revenue over the last 30 days is $41,000.
No, but that includes your coaching, right?
No, that's just the membership fees.
And then what was it in December? Maybe that is the way to look at it. As long as the revenue is growing, that's all that matters. Everything else is.
Yeah. And see, the revenue grows because some of it is because I'm still selling lifetime memberships, right?
And you will always sell it. So you might as well just be.
So it's like, it doesn't matter if it's
but
monthly.
All this price increase happened this month, right? Or in the last 30 days?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. In the last 30 days. So, okay. In December, I billed $30,000. In January, I billed 41. In February, so far, I've billed 14. But, you know, we're only halfway through February, so. Or 2/3. November was $54,000.
That's Black Friday.
Yeah.
Partly.
October was 22,000. So yeah, October was 22,000. November was 54. December was 30. January was 41. February so far is 14.
That's a pretty wide swing, right?
But that's because of the offers for the lifetime.
So February is not going to go across 40.
I don't think so, because there's not going to be lifetimes, new lifetimes in there, or hardly any new lifetimes, because the promotion was in January. Yeah. February should be more like what, October. I mean, there's some 3pays that are still coming through from lifetime. So I'm guessing February would be closer to 30,000.
Yeah, you're halfway there. Well,
Yeah.
you're only 9 days remaining in February.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's still a lot of billing to come through. So I'm using
Isn't
Churn
it-
Buster too.
Isn't it almost split up now?
What's that?
Isn't it evenly spread throughout the month now, or is the first of the month when you get a lot of billing?
I don't know. It should be fairly evenly spread out throughout the month.
Right. So 19 days, only 50% of like 19. So 67% of the month is done, is what I'm
Mhm.
saying.
Yeah. But there's some, I'll have to look and see where, yeah, I don't know. It might not be evenly split. So, because the promotions probably happen towards the end of the month.
Mm. Cool, man.
All right. Should we do our thoughts for the week?
Yeah. You go first. You have
let
a
me
lot
see.
of thoughts lately.
My thought is like, just sometimes you just gotta pull the band-aid off and just face the reality, the truth, and just move the fuck forward. And otherwise you just prolong the pain when you know you need to do something. So just do it and move forward.
Interesting. In my case, sometimes sometimes you don't need to make major changes to move forward, because even small changes will be enough. Sometimes you think you end up making too many changes
Yeah.
for something that only needed a small change to move forward. And I feel like you and I just gave two contrary pieces
Opposite.
of. But I mean, seriously, like I wasted a whole week in this process of overhauling the website.
Yeah.
It wasn't the right time for it. I just think I wasted too much time for it. So, well, live and learn.
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
All right.
Amen.
All right. Yep. See you next.